If you're seeing this video, it only means one thing. We got him. Satoru Gojo has been sealed, and JJK's author is hiding in a bunker somewhere. Honestly, it takes balls of steel to nerf your strongest character, and I respect it. I keep seeing videos of people saying, Gojo is the biggest troll in Jujutsu Kaisen, he's a troll. Like, no bro. Gege is the biggest troll in Jujutsu Kaisen. You seriously think Gojo was going to great lengths? Nah, this man will receive death threats just to troll some rabid unvaxxed teenagers, bro. He alone is the hated one. On a serious note, sending death threats over a fictional character is omega cringe. Y'all need help. And check it, I'm that guy. I'm the help. I'm the one you need, cause guys, would you believe me if I said this was actually a good thing? Or would you cut me in half and leave my lifeless body on the ground with the other left standing? Call me crazy! I actually like the sealing of Gojo. Look, there's a lot to unpack here, but first, I want to say a few words of comfort cause this is a sad situation. To Gojo, you were and are still the strongest. We don't know if or how you'll be back, but when you do, we will welcome you with open arms and epic farms. Rest up, King. You deserve it. To the anime fans. Should've read the manga, dumbass. I was ready for this moment 3 years ago. I'd already gotten over my trauma. Now it's passing on to you. How does it feel, huh? Does it hurt? Does it hurt, Will baby? You gonna drop the show now, I did that 3 years ago too. As much as I love Gojo, bro, I'll say it, he's too fucking OP. When you have the literal strongest sorcerer on your team, like, the fuck are the rest of the characters gonna do, play Jenga? And I love the characters in Jujutsu Kaisen. Very much. I think JJK has one of the most unique sets of abilities with Curse Speech, Infinity, and the Boogie Woogie. It's all very fun to watch, especially paired with the creative fight choreography this anime has. It also has one of the most one-sided fights I've ever seen. Anything that has to do with Gojo versus blank, I might as well throw suspense out the window and enjoy the animation, because there's no way the world's strongest sorcerer is gonna lose to level 1 Sukuna, background villain number 7, and Hanami. Fucking Hanami! How many people fought this Birch? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people had to take on Hanami separately, lost, and needed Gojo to step the fuck in to end the fight. I don't really care that the characters are quote-unquote weak. It makes sense that they couldn't beat Hanami, and it shows how strong she is as a villain. So for Gojo to just step in and then rip the twig's eyes from its roots and just... That scene's actually so fire. But you essentially have a get out of jail free card every single time. You're basically saying, alright, the kids had their fun, time for dad to clean up. Tension's over. It signals the end of the fight and there's nothing you can do about it. Gojo's like having Messi play against 11 mentally undeveloped toddlers in football, aka the MLS. And if you don't believe me, let's ask Mr. Gege Akutami himself. Gege, hey, what do you think of Gojo?
Something Satoru Gojo doesn't have, probably a personality.
Damn, okay, I was just asking about his power levels, but...
The recent Jujutsu Kaisen chapters have been all about how many times did you say Satoru Gojo?
I mean, I guess. He is your most famous character after all, so everyone's gonna be talking about him.
Now that Gojo is gone, it's looking like 2020's gonna be a good year.
He's right, you know. Not about the 2020 thing, COVID was awful, but Gojo being out of the picture gives more time for Yuji and the rest of the characters to show us what they got. All this time, aside from the Mahito fight, Yuji has been relegated to beefing with butterflies, jellyfish, grasshoppers, and sloppy toppy. These don't count because they're tournament arcs, but as a manga reader myself, there's a reason why everyone's been glazing the Shibuya arc for forever. Yeah, I know. I hate manga readers too. Motherfuckers can't even go 1 minute without spoiling shit in the title and thumbnail. But trust me, with Gojo gone, JJK's gonna get a whole lot crazier. In a good way. And hey, at first, I didn't like it either. I was like you. I was crying tears, punching pillows because my hot 6'3" fictional boyfriend was gone. But maturity is understanding you don't need a man to make you happy. You need a lot of them. And women too. I think My Hero is the perfect example of this. I will forever clown on My Hero for that god-awful gentle criminal arc, but one of the things they did right was All Might's character. All Might as a character was fairly balanced cause he was OP enough when you needed him, and was built like a wet noodle when you didn't. But he's still there, and he acts as a mentor character to Deku. So he's still in the show, and he's still the strongest hero on paper, but it leaves room for Deku to grow. Something that Yuji desperately needs, because seriously, my man's gotta stop scrapping with side character villains. Gojo being sealed increases the stakes of fights tenfold, because now you don't have that buffer. When characters fight, they're fighting to the death. Why do you think Mekamaru vs Mahito was so emotional? It's because each move that they throw out could very well be their last. I'm assuming I couldn't see half of it. It's honestly these bold risks in storytelling that make me respect Gege Akutami as an author. I mean, cutting off your main moneymaker like that is a move that could kill your series if done wrong. I think it would have been so easy to just write Gojo out of the story like, hey, you know this super strong guy I hyped up in season 1? Yeah, he's gone.
You wanna see me do it again?
Akutami didn't do that. He built Gojo up, gave him 5 whole episodes of backstory, which is like 5 more than Sakura, and then wrote him out the story. But for what purpose? To show that he's human, that he can be defeated. Remember Gojo getting bodied by Toji? That boy got humbled right then and there. But most importantly, he showed he was human with his relationship with Geto. Geto is the only person who can get this sort of reaction from Gojo. Ah, bet you didn't notice, huh? He cracked a smile just now. Can you imagine? The mere smidget of chance that Geto could be alive was enough for Gojo to get distracted, which, from what I know, ultimately led to his sealing. Looking back at it now, without all the bias I had from before, shows me how well Gege actually wrote this plot point in Jujutsu Kaisen. And what do we get out of it? Probably one of the most intense and hype-filled fights I've ever seen in Jujutsu Kaisen so far. And as I said, it's only going to get crazier.
Greetings from Gege's bunker. He invited me, so I felt like I should just record my final thoughts here. So anyway, I am incredibly hyped to see the upcoming fights that are about to happen, because, again, there will be stakes, there will be character development, and that's all I'm gonna say. Why? I actually have some class. And even though I already know everything that's about to happen in this show from front to back, I don't know, there's a unique kind of joy I get when seeing the anime community react to these events. It's like looking back at myself 3 years ago, seeing Gojo get sealed for the first time and reliving that moment through another person's lens. Except now it's fully animated, storyboarded, colored, sounded, directed, and voice acted. God damn, I'm starting to regret being a manga reader now. But I hope to experience it regardless. Thanks so much for watching as always. I'll see you on the next one.